Yo, yo, yo. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with this general reading for the full moon total lunar eclipse that we have in Taurus. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. As of the 7th of November, all of the Scorpio season videos will be out on YouTube. But for that good, for the full reading, for the Patreon plunge, you got to go over to Patreon. Patreon.com/justjeverything. The descriptions, all the links are in the description box below. For free content, check out my Instagram and dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. The links to everything are below, as I said. Whew, this energy is one to like, I got notes. I got a very specific flow that came out, and like long kind of notes and downloads that came through for this that isn't normally how things flow, but I love it. I just saw 111, so there could just be a new reset. Fall is falling. There is a particular shedding, a death, a metamorphosis. Death card is the Scorpio card, nice with the Nine of Cups showing up here. There is this sort of ending of a cycle emotionally, spiritually. There's some spiritual inventory. Even the yellow showing up here and the yellow here. There's this rejuvenation of your willpower that I feel like we're connecting to. A reconnection to our light that is going to result from this deeply emotional and spiritual season. This full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus happens on November 8th at 4:02 a.m. Mountain Time, 6:02 a.m. Eastern Time. Use your own discretion as far as like capturing eclipse water and all this stuff, and whether you want to do that or not. Use your own discretion. Feel into what that feels like for you, if that feels right or not, because there are conflicting concepts. Again, there are conflicting concepts about eclipse energy. But I can tell you what, it is, eclipse energy is, so it's just like stuff in and out coming out. What's happening with the eclipses are the blocking of the luminaries. So the light, I love the way the play on light that's happening right now, because the eclipses are the blocking out of the light. There's like total darkness happening in the, and back in the day, when, before, when astrologers were, kept in high court, astronomers, readers were respected for the work that they do, which we're circling back to that now. But back then, like, there was this awareness that shit meant something. Total darkness, there's like reset that's coming through. And so one interesting thing that came through was to I wrote the seeds planted on the week of October 25th, which was the new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio. Those seeds start to germinate and sprout. Go back and look at that week. It's like things that were deposited. I like that this is reversed, actually, because it feels like there was like something like dropped from the divine on you, or some sort of new chapter or new beginning, or a new, there's just seeds that were planted. Go look at that week and what you did and what you called in and what you, experienced. And I know for me that was a really magical week. I was in Oakland and California and Berkeley, and having one of the most incredible weeks. Anyway. And so there is this understanding the connection between the new moon and the full moon. The new moon is when we plant seeds and we manifest, and the full moon is when, you know, is the harvest of that. There is this release that happens. And so, okay, I want to take a look at like what you know about Taurus, what you know about Taurus energy. And one thing I can tell you is that the Taurians are the connoisseurs of the zodiac. This is fixed, feminine earth, and it's all about their senses, them connecting to their senses, to sensations, to sensuality, sexuality. They're reliable, and it's a reliable energy. They also are, you know, explorative in regards to comforts and touch, but ultimately it's a sign of security. It's a sign of security. I mean, it's Aries, I am, which Aries, cardinal, fire, it's like the first sign, it's like chaos. And what's the response to chaos is security, comfort. That's the balance, you know? And so Taurus is the first expression of Venus. It is I have. And Venus's function is attraction. And so here in Taurus, we have to, you know, as a result of, you know, the sign before it, in Taurus, we have to develop our skills and talents and build a momentum and put, you know, tap into our abilities really to provide for the meeting of that need of security, getting that security need met. Structure. 4, Aries. It's funny. It's interesting because Taurus is a response to Aries. It is a reaction to Aries. And where needs for security must be met as at a much more like higher level than just like survival level. You know, in Taurus, I love that how this came through. In Taurus, we aspire to thrive versus Aries, prideful survival of going without. In Aries, there's this like, I'm a person, I have limbs, I have a brain, I have drive, motivation, I have feelings, and I got to figure them out. And there's just this like coming into your personhood. That's why it's the child, it's the baby, it's there is a deprivation there. It's like Aries has this, you know, what did I put? I love the Aries prideful survival of going without. It's like Aries it's not until Taurus that you realize that you can have. You know, it's not until Taurus that like, in Aries, it's just about the survival of going without, surviving deprivation, and fucking proud of it. You wear it as a badge of honor. You become and acquire this empire. You become an emperor and acquire an empire when you weren't handed shit. Doing it all on your own. And then there's this Taurus, this like Taurian audacity to indulge. And that's what this energy is like really like playing off, because the eclipses are going to shift to Aries and Libra next year. And so there is a close link between those two energies, which is why I think that keeps coming through. But I love that survival, like Aries surviving deprivation and proud of it versus Taurus's audacity to indulge. Hydrate, light it if you got it. Okay, so this full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus is happening at 16 degrees Taurus. And we're going to go in and read this together. Sorry, I got Somo going in the back, which is like my guilty pleasure. You know, I'm going to hit you with the handy dandy. Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And his description of the 16th degree of Taurus is: a young girl and boy explore a perfume counter, weaving polarities adroitly with alchemical awareness of what can come from the right combinations. Oh, out the gate! You are fascinated and awestruck by all the various combinations, facets, and the ways the life force distributes itself and plays itself out. I gotta read that again. You are fascinated and awestruck by all the various combinations, facets, and the ways life force distributes itself and plays itself out. That is, I gotta write that down. That is so much of my life experience. Anyway, the rapt admirer of the wisdom and beauty of nature, transfixed by what happens around here, coming at things always from yet another side, yet never feeling it is enough. There is more to be done, infinitely more to partake in and enhance. The world is an open book, and it magnetically, almost hypnotically, draws your attention and interest to what is needed next, to what is emergent and outstanding as life matches dreams, and dreams encompass fantastic variety and vivid spectrum to lose yourself in and discover everything through from one end of the earth to the other. You can find this online and go read this yourself, but good God. He knows a run-on, you already know how I feel. He can create a run-on sentence, but they're so fucking beautiful and profound. The world is an open book, and it magnetically, almost hypnotically, draws your attention and interest to what is needed next, to what is emergent and outstanding as life matches dreams, and dreams encompass fantastic variety and vivid spectrum to lose yourself in and discover everything through from one end of the earth to the other. Ooh! That, man, I gotta bookmark that. That's like one of my favorites. Wow. And I'm telling you this, that just like that was unexpectedly sweet. Like, we have the experience we expect. Allow yourself to expect good things to happen to you. And I know it's like, oh, don't go into things with expectations, but I'm saying on a grand scope, big picture, it almost feels like a very thin expectation where it's just like good shit happens to me. And when the bad shit does come, I got this. I got it. I can handle it. I'm going to learn from that contrast and find the tension between the polarities. Find a place to live in where it's like, it's not just always happening for me, and it's not ever like not happening to me, where it's happening to me and for me at the same time, and being okay with that, you know? We can't predict eclipse energy. No one fucking can. We're not supposed to. And this full moon energy, full moons are for release and surrender. So do what you can to get like Taurus and really let yourself be in the moment and sense and feel and sensate. Okay. So I just want to get some, I don't even want to ask anything. I just want to see like what messages come through. What do we need to know? Welcoming it. Oh, I just saw like bands of color, bands of rainbows. Really pretty the way the light is playing inside my eyelids. Letting yourself dream, letting yourself visualize, allowing yourself to find the beauty and the magic in the mundane. Five of Wands, the Moon, and the High Priestess. The Moon is Pisces and the High Priestess is Cancer. So Five of Wands coming out first says that there is an internal conflict of energy. There's some of you, there may be multiple things that you want to try to do, multiple passion projects, multiple things that you want to know more about. Some of you, there could be multiple people vying for your attention. There could be drama going on, actual conflict, secrets coming out, stuff in regards to secrets. Some of you may be fighting with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancer placements. But I feel like some of you, this message is very much so about like, let the tension come to head. Stop holding yourself back from or bobbing and weaving the uncomfortable. Let yourself experience the uncomfortable. Whatever drama comes up to, or whatever secrets come out, or whatever realizations that you're having, it's very much so about you not being a groupie and keeping it fucking moving, and you turning this angst or fuel into, or shadow or uncomfortability. It's time to turn it into the vehicle that it is and move forward. And allow yourself to move forward slowly so that you don't need to go back. Allow yourself to be deliberate. Please clarify the Five of Wands. I feel like this eclipse energy is really coming through to, this is a lunar eclipse, and this is going to be, impact what we've really been going through for, you know, especially the last 6 months emotionally. But it feels like there's this new spiritual journey. There's like this, portal or this pathway, or look at the pillars here and the pillars there. There is like some, maybe even a rite of passage, or an entrance or access to, or going into a new chapter, going into a new phase, going into a new place of life. And you've got to figure out which aspect of you gets to lead the way. There is a new journey. There's a new relationship to values, a new relationship to your childhood, to your mother, to motherhood, to mothering, to a new relationship to the moon, to your spirituality, to your roots, to your family, a new relationship to your emotions, a new relationship to vulnerability. So are you going to keep doing things the way you've always done them? Or is there a switch? Some of you have been in feral wolf mode for so long, you don't even understand what like the docile, sweet, domesticated kind of like loyal dog energy, like what that looks like. Or some of you may not value it. Ooh, my left ear went out hard when I started talking about just now. It's like there's an actual ringing. Wow. Some of us, there's downloads, there's information coming through about your relationship to your divine feminine energy and what that means to you, unlearning what that means. Being feminine isn't being fucking barefoot and pregnant in some man's fucking house. You know what I mean? And being feminine and the power of your femininity or womanhood has nothing to do with you. Like, you're not here to just procreate and be someone's arm candy. There's so much more for you in life, and for us in life. And regardless of your genitalia, there's just something about reconnecting to this, to the divine feminine within you, especially if you are a man or identify as a man. Please clarify the Five of Wands. And there could be just conflicting energy in regards to your sexuality, in regards to sensuality. The Lovers. I'm telling you, clarifying the Five of Wands. Some of you may be interested in different people. Some of you, there could be moving from polyamory to, you know, finding a way or a new comfortability in like what your rules are in regards to monogamy or polyamory. There could just be multiple people that are vying for your attention, multiple people that want to work with you, have stimulating conversations with you possibly, but also some people that just want to like be around you, that want to connect with you, that want to love on you, that want to start new relationships with you. But there's this uprising of personal power for you. There could be something is just like, what are you in love with? Something comes in and it feels like you're like this conflicting energy has to do with, for some of us, love, for some of us, romantic love, for some of us, it's passion, for some of us, it's purpose, for some of us, it's authenticity. It's like, I can't hide this anymore. I can't feel like this anymore. I can't contain this anymore. There's a shift in what you're fighting to conceal. Ooh, some of us are fighting to conceal stuff. Some of us, our mothers are going, or there's some information or something gets revealed to us about our mother or our mother's side of the family. Please continue to clarify the Five of Wands. But there may be somebody with Gemini or Virgo placements that things are shifting with. The Six of Swords. Some of you are leaving certain relationships or traveling for love, exploring for love. There may be somebody coming in that wants to visit you or wants to travel to see you. And I feel like you already sense the shadow around this thing. Don't go into something blind or let yourself get talked into something that you don't really want to do. Please clarify the Moon. The Two of Cups. The lovers and the Two of Cups have been out so much. This eclipse energy wants you to have a new perspective on love. Wants you to have a new, like, wants you to see it like the way the other side lives or something like that is how that feels. It's just like getting, some of you are getting loved on in a way, or you're seeing or witnessing love that is like you're realizing that's what you want, or you want partnership, or you need more friends, or you need togetherness. There's just love coming in, connection coming in. Maybe somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in. There is a new chapter for us in love. There may be specifically Pisces and Sagittarius energies coming in, secrets coming out about this Pisces or Sagittarius, or it doesn't even have to be secrets as in like this, you know, pejorative connotation to it. It's like secrets are just things that are the unknown. There also feels like there is a shift in our relationship to our subconscious mind. And the way that our subconscious mind impacts our behavior, impacts our spiritual beliefs. Like your beliefs impact your subconscious mind too. So I do feel like there is this shifting or an evolution in regards to like what you believe in and what you believe about yourself to be true. What you believe you're able to have. Are you able to have the things that you desire? Do you have the things you desire? Do you allow yourself to have things? Do you allow yourself to desire? Do you allow yourself to, you know, be the connoisseur and indulge and luxuriate yourself? There's some shifts. There's some like evolutions coming in regards to that. It feels like equal exchange coming in. That some stuff that we didn't see coming. And some of you are in, for some of you, there's marriage. For some of you, there's like, some of you are recovering from pain in your marriage, or someone that you loved and lost. It feels like there is, some of us are in a relationship or a connection or something. It's like, you know, this person is in love with someone else. Stop. Or you know this person has, you know, trauma that they haven't resolved or that they haven't recovered from something. Stop trying to like be their everything, or That may be advice that you have to give for a friend. You may be like seeing some kind of like toxic patterns or behaviors from a friend. And you may have to, or you may be put in a position where you kind of got to call someone out and be like, yo, this isn't, you know, you need to fall back in some sort of way. That could be a thing. Please clarify the High Priestess. But I feel like it's time to really tap into your instincts. 8 of Pentacles reversed. It feels like the divine is doing the divine feminine is where is the aspect of yourself to access when you're needing to do some sifting. Like what needs to be discarded, what needs to be kept when it's time to filter. It's time to filter through the lens of the feminine. What you feel worthy of receiving, not what you can make happen. Shifting into feminine receptivity, not this masculine initiatory vibe. And as I say that, the Emperor shows up. The Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, okay, I feel like there is, with the 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this energy is coming in hot. It's eclipse energy. It's sudden. There are these sudden changes. And these changes are coming in to help you heal your relationship to your ability to make some stuff happen versus like, or your ability of like what's within your jurisdiction, what's outside, what's, the divine's jurisdiction. Some of you, there's someone coming in that inspires you. They may have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces placements. There may be a coach or a professional or a dad or an authority figure in your life. Someone is inspiring you. There's inspiration, and this inspiration is going to create this kind of upward motion towards, I want to get my needs met. And look at me in the emotional inventory that I've done. Look at me in all my cups. And because I have done my own emotional inventory and created stability for myself, Taurus, I don't have to act out. I don't have to display behavior that I'm going to regret later. Or I don't have to be around people who behave in such a way or treat me in such a way that doesn't feel good anymore. If it feels good, do it. Get what you desire. What other deck? I'm going to pull from the Shadowscapes. See if there's anything the Shadowscapes Tarot has to say. Instantly. 3 of Wands. Yeah, there's like a turning of your back on it's the sun and the moon coming through here. With the sun here. There's like a looking forward, allowing yourself to be guided. And that requires a lot of faith. And so this is what's coming in is this opportunity to move forward comfortably, to get more structured about the things that you're passionate about or the things that you want to create. Also learning the distinction between creation and making. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles coming out. Because there is this, in Taurus, there is going to be this influx of comfort, influx of feeling good. What is this going to bring? What is this new moon total eclipse going to bring? I really want to ask, but I don't know. I just felt greedy for a second. It's like, ooh, what is it going to bring? 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of fucking Cups coming out again with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. There are some big changes in our friend groups and our love life, who we're entwined with, who we create roots with, who we collaborate with, like the filling of your cup, the volume in your cup increases. For some of us, like our cup is filling up. For some of us, our cup is fucking running over. Wow, the Tower, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, the fucking Star. Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. Y'all, there's like love story shit going on. But in order for you to know what the fuck to do with the 10 of Cups, you've got to go through your own personal tower. And to know what to do with the 10 of Cups, you have to properly master the 9 of Cups, which is doing it on your own. And not kicking and moaning and bitching and screaming that you don't have a partner there with you, or that the partner that you do have, you may be taking advantage or is taking advantage of you, but you're still staying there and blah, 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 because of stability and he's the father and blah, blah, blah. It's like all these excuses you tell yourself for like reasons why you can't go create your happiness. Your happiness is on the other side of you becoming the motherfucking lightning bolt. You become the lightning bolt of change, not just you constantly responding to everybody else's jolts. You figure out, what do I want and what am I going to do about it? What do I need and what I'm going to do about it? How can I give myself security in the physical? Am I going to take my time and let the divine grant me the security that I need in the physical, my physical body? I'm going to do my part to withstand the storm, endure the rain, so I get that big ass rainbow from the, in the 10 of Cups. There's so much like entwined, close. There's people coming in that I feel like you get to be like affectionate with. Page of Cups, they may have kids. You may have a kid with this person. There could be an apology, or there could be a courting. They may be younger than you. The Star, they may have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aquarius placements and may be younger than you. But there's like wish fulfillment coming through. Some of us are in a place where we're getting married. We're like moving forward, getting engaged, moving in with each other, or like really feeling confident to be ourselves, really becoming like the visionary, falling in love with life. And keep in mind, this eclipse is happening in close enough proximity to Uranus retrograde in Taurus. And Uranus is the great awakener. It's that electricity. It's that jolt of, oh, we gonna learn today and we gonna move forward. Uranus is all about the revolt. It's it's upheaval. And so please clarify the Tower. Because I know some of you are like, the Tower. And it's just like, no, don't be afraid of the Tower moments. That's how you know that what you want is starting to fall into place. And what you want falling into place could, sometimes the Tower comes in to just like wake you the fuck up, Please clarify the Tower. And that's still a part of you things falling into place. The World. Graduation, completion. What is going to be jolting is just like there is something like that has come to an end. Things are starting to feel are going to start feeling so in sync. Starting to feel like completion, graduation, that rite of passage I was talking about. The World is all about like graduations and birthdays and anniversaries. And some of you, this is also traveling. There could have been a lot of change coming in by way of traveling and you experiencing how other people live. And what's coming to an end is the 8 of Swords. You feeling stuck. You feeling stuck in the mind. You feeling stagnation in the mind, stagnation in thought, stagnation in your ability to free yourself, your ability to fly, your ability. Also, there could have been like people hovering over you, or controlling figures, dominating figures, but there's this like pure energy source that comes in. These people who like sincerely love you, and energies, like ancestral lineage energies that are coming in. Saturn is now direct in Aquarius, so the Aquarius energy is being heavily activated because like karma, the consequences of our actions, time, like restriction, limitation, all that stuff is moving forward. There's shifts, there's like next chapter energy coming through. And are you gonna be the main character or not? I love you, figure it out.